Let's get ready to rock and roll, guys. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day, and we're back, baby. Today's October 25th on a Friday, and the markets are kind of sideways, right? Some altcoins are popping off in a little bit of green. We got ApeCoin up there, up 8.7%. It was up a little bit higher earlier today, and some of the other altcoins are kind of in the red. So, what am I doing? Well, I'm looking for some altcoins. I have a list of altcoins that I like to personally buy. And whenever I see these red alt days, if they're red, I start dollar cost averaging a little bit, right? This is obviously not financial advice for you. This is just one of my strategies. I buy on the red days because I know the green days are coming. I know the green days are coming. It's only a matter of time. If we jump on over here to just follow the data for Bitcoin so far, do a quick little refresh here. Let's see here. September, right? We closed off September, very in the green, looking real good. And now we've got October, also higher than September so far, 7.49% to the upside. And we see Bitcoin here climbing into the 68,000s, wanting to go higher. And I'm here for it all day, every day. So, that being said, what am I doing, right? What am I doing? What am I expecting? Well, I am expecting a lot more green later this month, right? We have one more week. We have one more week. Yeah, we have less than 7 days before next Friday is November 1st. November 1st is next Friday. Crypto Pollo in the house. Clock, brother. What's going on? So November 1st is next Friday. We got 7 days to the next month, right? And we know what is happening on the first week of next month. We all know what we're waiting for, right? The results from the big race for the big house, right? And that is, I honestly do believe, going to be the next major catalyst event for altcoins, for Bitcoin, for everything to start really rocking and rolling. Now, let's go look at Bitcoin's chart here real quick. This is Tau, actually, but let's go take a look at Bitcoin's chart here. Where we at? Let's jump out here to the daily. Let me turn some stuff off. I'm always experimenting, always doing things. A lot of lines on this thing right now. Let me get this. Boom. Okay, cleared up. There. Nice. So right now, overall here, if we look at the macro data stuff for Bitcoin's within this blue zone, this blue range, which is what has been holding up Bitcoin's entire year, right? Entire year we've been in this range. Bitcoin is making a move here, right? It is kind of trying to make a move back towards the 2021 all-time high. We hit it earlier this week, right? At the very beginning of the week, we hit the 2021 all-time high of 69,182, and we got rejected. We had a massive rejection all the way down to about 65,100 something. Since then, it's had a nice run back up here to as high as 68.7. And now we're just kind of, the weekend's coming, volume is dropping, things are kind of slowing down. Next week is the last week for October. I do expect Bitcoin to make a play. I do expect Bitcoin to make a move towards that 70,000, breaking above the 69,000 and continuing to go higher here, entering into next week, right? That is going to be for the last week of October, closing out October extremely, extremely bullish. Now, the first week of November could get rocky. So listen up, everybody. It could definitely get rocky here. Why do I say that? Well, we saw it at the beginning of August, right? If we actually jump out here, let me get right here. Look, the beginning of August was this time frame right here. This was this is the end of July, right? We were going into a massive rally, right? Massive rally. Ending of July, beginning of August, boom, massive drop to the downside. Massive drop to the downside, right? You guys are all seeing that, right? Let me get this thing out. There we go. Then guess what? August rallies. Coming into the ending of August, we're still rallying. We start dropping a little bit. Beginning of September, we have another big drop, right? Towards the end of August and beginning of September, another major drop. What does September do? September rallied. The last 2 days and the first week of October, boom, we had a drop all the way down here, right? And then we had another little mini rally halfway through the month, and then boom, came back down again, and we finally started taking off again. So what am I expecting here? I'm expecting something similar, right? I'm expecting a similar pattern. We're continuously rallying right now into the ending of July, into the ending of August. I mean, of October. We could get some shakiness at the very last couple of days of October, entering into the first week, which is the week that everyone's expecting the big results to come in, right? And I expect some anxiety. I expect some fear in the markets at that point, and the markets can get a little shaky. I expect price to come back down. Though I don't have a specific price target I can tell you right now because I don't know where we're at yet at the end of the week for October. So as we get next week a little bit closer towards the end, we'll have a better picture of where we could be pulling back to. But I do anticipate somewhat of a pullback the first week of November, just how we did the first week of August, the first week of September, the first week of October. Things get shaky, things get rocky, and we have a pullback. How large of a pullback, I don't know, but I will be anticipating that. And then once the results kick in, we'll see the rocket ship. We'll see the rocket ship, right? The fourth quarter data continues to stick, right? September's green, October's been green so far. I expect November to be green, and I expect December to be green. Why do I say that? If you haven't seen this chart before, a lot of people have talked about it at this point, but I've been talking about it for a while. Basically, 2015, 2016, and 2023, the only 3 Septembers that have been green. They've each been followed by a fourth quarter green, meaning October, November, December, all in the green. This September is the 4th September in history to close green. We've got October in the green already. Hopefully, we remain this way. We should. We should close out green. And then November, I expect it to be green. Now, is there rockiness? Is there shakiness throughout that time? Yes, there is, right? But the average for quarter 4 returns is 82%. 82% to the upside. To the upside. That's taking us well above 100K by the end of the year if this average plays out, right? If this average plays out, we're well above 100K by the end of the year. So that is what I'm expecting here for the next 2 weeks in crypto. Right, you see, we're getting some altcoins here in the red. Let me jump into the chat here, see what's going on. I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in. Smash those likes, guys, especially if you're on TikTok. Make sure you're tapping that screen. Let's fill up those like meters. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Appreciate the emojis. Thank you for the witchy cat and the heart. Thank you. Crypto Pollo, what's up, man? Let's see here. Let's jump into the chat, see if anybody said anything. Whoa. A lot of notifications in the chat. Drop some altcoins in the chat. We're going to be doing some crypto TA here. We're going to be looking at some technical analysis on different altcoins. That's right, boy, right there. Let's go, Crespo Crypto. What's going on? Appreciate all of you guys jumping in here, smashing those likes. Let's go, baby. Smash those likes. Get us 1,000 likes in here real quick. Let's get it rocking and rolling. The more likes, the more people. Check out that Sol ETH chart. Let's go take a look at that. Let's go take a look at the Sol ETH chart. We'll take a look here on Binance. Oops, not the 2-day, the 1-day. Why does this keep opening up? There you go. So the Sol ETH overall, let's see here. Let's get Q3 data. Ending of July. Or actually, beginning of July. All the way to the end of September. Making a nice move to the upside here. Let's see. Let's get some historical data here. Yeah, basically, Solana is making a new all-time high against Ethereum. So definitely outperforming Ethereum at a new pace that we've never seen before. So that's pretty good for Solana. Solana's definitely been holding up very well. If we take a look at the Solana chart, right? If we take a look at the Solana chart here, Solana's been a pretty easy one to trade for the last year, just like Bitcoin. Been pretty easy here since March, February, right? We broke all the way up here to $200, and then we've been consolidating between 173 and 126 pretty much all year long. You can see here this is February 27th. So since the end of February, we have been consolidating throughout these levels. Every time we've entered this green zone, which is below $138, $139, Solana it has been a great opportunity to be buying, whether you're dollar cost averaging, right, for long-term holds, or you're buying spot and selling, or you're trading, whatever it is. It's been great. Every time it's dipped in here, it's had a nice little rally up to at least the median, right, which is about 156 or so. Come back down, drop, pump all the way to 187, came down to 126, pumped up to 140, 154, came down again, little double bottom, boom, back to 181, came all the way back down to 120, wicked all the way as low as 110, came up to 160, came down again, and then guess what? Just keeps on rock and rolling. Very easy pattern to see here and to just be following. Right now, we're at the very top of this range at 174, 172. We're getting a little bit of a rejection here for Solana, as you guys can see, because every time we've been up here, we haven't stayed up here for too long, right? We haven't stayed up here for too long. We haven't been able to really hold 174 or so of support and really bounce off of it and continue moving to the upside. At some point, we will. At some point, Solana will hold this and continue to run up, right? I do think that that time is coming a lot sooner than we have been in the past, right? We have interest rate cuts, I believe, coming in on November 7th or something like that. Like the first week, second week of November, right? The next interest rate, the next Fed FOMC meeting where they're going to announce a Fed rate cut or not. So that's going to be a very interesting thing. Like I said, quarter four is going to be overall very green, very bullish. I'm anticipating for Bitcoin, especially after the big results are finally laid out, and this whole big race can be put behind us. The markets are definitely going to like that certainty of who's in charge, and boom, I think that's going to be the next big catalyst, along with the jet fuel for the Fed rate having another interest rate cut. Last time the cut happened in September, we saw a big rally for Bitcoin. So I definitely think things are going to get very interesting here. Solana's been a great buy below 138, 139, all the way to 126, and anything lower than that has been absolutely spectacular here. Now, I am targeting 250. That is the next big range. We need to get above this $200 197 area. We barely spent any time above there at all. We really need to flip that into support and then start making a knock towards this blue zone, this blue range up here, which has a value area high of about 250, which was his all-time high last rally. Soul keeps proving to be a relentless beast. You think it'll continue, or ETH due for a catch up? ETH is definitely due for a catch up, dude. Don't count ETH out, man. Just because ETH hasn't been doing anything wild just yet, don't think that ETH isn't gonna make new all-time highs. ETH is definitely going to make new all-time highs this bull market, right? ETH has the capital, has not the capital, he has the institutional interest that no other altcoin has, right? I know Bitcoin does, but Bitcoin's not an altcoin. It's the only other altcoin that has major inflows of capital coming from BlackRock and all these major institutions. Don't sleep on Ethereum. Not because I'm telling you to go buy Ethereum. I know some people feel like they're priced out of it. Some people are like, oh, if I buy it now, maybe it'll like 2x, at best 3x, right? Because from here, doubling up would be to break its all-time high. It's $5,000, right? So it'd be doubling from where we're at right now, and then maybe it will double one more time after that from 5,000, maybe 10, right? Maybe 10. More likely like 7 to 8. So I know a lot of people aren't excited about Ethereum, about doubling up or whatever, but dude, doubling up is doubling up, right? You put in 50 G's and you double up on your 50 G's. Congratulations, bro. You just made 50 G's, right? So it all depends on how much capital you're playing with. And I understand most people are not playing with that level of capital. But I am surprised. There is quite a few people that do play with a lot of capital that I've met personally, not just other creators, but like other people in my community that have been playing with large amounts of money. And I'm like, let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So, a double up in a couple of months, in 6 months or less, is freaking fantastic, right? It's fantastic. So you're making somebody's entire year's salary in less than half the time by doing nothing, depositing money somewhere and just letting it sit there, and boom, you made somebody's entire salary. So I definitely think Ethereum's going to catch up at some point. I definitely think Ethereum's going to hit somewhere between 7 to 8,000 this bull market. Obviously, Solana's got the low fees, and it's got all the what was it called, the pump.fund meme coin situations going on, where a lot of that is not really on Ethereum because Ethereum has higher gas fees. So you know, everything's got its own situation. Real world assets are being tokenized on Ethereum. Institutions are involved with Ethereum, and it's just different assets for all different types of investors. Let's see here. Happy Friday. Let's go, K13. What's going on? ICP. Let's go take a look at ICP. Proppy. Let's go take a look at that as well. So ICP is up 2.7% this week, 132% on the year, sitting at $8. Let's go take a look at ICP here. I do have a chart for ICP. Where is my chart? Macro, ICP, where you at? Where you at? There you are, third one. Here we go. So ICP continues to remain within what I call my buying zone, right? Anything below $8.86 is what I believe to be a good buy for ICP throughout this run, right? It's been consolidating down here for a very long time. It's been down here since June, right? It's had a little breakout in July, came back down, consolidated, had a little breakout at the end of September to $9.95, came back down again, consolidating. At some point, we're definitely going to rally back up, right? When the altcoin rally really begins, and we're seeing Bitcoin, and the real altcoin rally is going to happen once we see Bitcoin hit new all-time highs, right? To get a replay of this earlier year, right, of the altcoins just exploding in price action. What was Bitcoin doing at the time? It was making new all-time highs, right? It was approaching its previous all-time high, and it broke through that, and everybody was losing their minds, and it was consolidating in the high 60s, low 70s, right? And we're like, we're going to make a new all-time high again. We're going to make a new all-time high again. And that euphoria, that sentiment, right, is what really led the altcoins to really rip. So once we have that environment again, I definitely believe ICP is going to break out of this consolidation zone down here below $8.90. We're definitely going to reclaim the Q1 and Q2 range up here, right? Which is going to take us to at least a point of control of $12.84. We have an overall macro gold pocket at $15.61. Now, note here, $15 area has been major resistance. We have tapped the $15 area so many times in the first 6 months of the year, so many times, and it was rejected every single time except for this one run, the rally, right? The peak of the altcoin rally up into $20, almost $21, and then we came back to retest in April, and we fell right through, and then we came back up in April to try to break back in, got rejected, and since then it's been nothing but down. So breaking above this $15 zone and getting into this blue zone is a critical level for ICP to really start making a run up to $26 and higher, right? We need to stay within this blue zone and hold that $15 area as support for us to really start seeing ICP blast off. Now, somebody mentioned the Proppy. Let's go look at Proppy here. Proppy is a $96 million market cap crypto. Hasn't really been doing much in the past month. It is up 273% overall in the last year, which is great. Proppy is a micro cap, right? It's a small cap crypto, very small. It's less than 100 million. So that adds a level of risk compared to like other altcoins we were just looking at, like ICP, Solana, Ethereum, right? Those are large market cap cryptos. Don't have as much risk as a low cap crypto, right? But where there's risk, there's potential, right? And that's where the game is played, right? That's where the investing strategies of risk management come into play. The more you manage your risk, the less risk you have, the less potential for rewards you have, right? The more risk you have, the more potential for rewards, but you are also, that risk also means higher risk of losing money. So investing is all about risk management, whether it's dollar cost averaging or trading. It's all about managing how much risk you're putting in to on the capital you're playing with, right? So Proppy, real world assets. It's basically trying to create. It's basically like a Zillow it's like a Zillow, but on the blockchain, right? Everybody's seen Zillow.com where you're buying and selling houses and all that stuff, right? It's basically that, but on the blockchain. So it's actually pretty cool. It actually has a really nice website. So it has got potential, right? Selling houses on the blockchain, real world assets being tokenized, yada, yada, yada. Now, let's go look at the chart. Let's go take a look at the chart for Propi. Let me actually just, yeah, I could just click right here. Come on now. Not a lot of price action has been happening since. Guess what? The altcoin rally back in March and April time when we were up at like $3.92. We're now below $1. We're sitting at 96 cents right now. So let's do some quick and dirty TA here for this thing. Let's get the quarter one range. Quarter one. Well, it came on quarter one, so all the way to the end of March. Let's get quarter two. Quarter two, this thing was really popping. April to the end of June. And let's get quarter three here. July till September. So right now, we definitely have big targets for this thing to come back up, right? We have the quarter two naked point of control here at $2.25, $2.51. Major huge target to the upside, right? We're currently below the quarter three range, which is not great. We don't really want to see that. That means we are definitely in a very, very strong downtrend, right? If you catch right here, if we just do a quick regression trend from the second since the second quarter to the end of quarter three, right, you can see we have a very steep downward trend here that we've been in. Now, can we break out of this downward trend? It's potential, it's possible, right? We are in quarter four now. We're trying to make, but we are below the quarter three range, which is not good. We do not want to be below the quarter three range. We don't want to be keep falling under these ranges. We want to be breaking through the ranges. A lot of altcoins have. Now, this doesn't have a lot of marketing. This doesn't have a lot of hype or anything behind it. It's a project within the subsector of real world assets. So it's, it gets attention when the altcoins are really, really running. It's a sad chart, somebody said. Yeah, it is definitely a sad chart, but these are the charts that have the most potential for gains, right? That's what the whole risk of the game is, right? You don't want to look for charts like Arrow, right? Arrow's like this, or Sui, right? Sui's like nothing but green, only up, right? If you look at Sui's chart, look at this thing. So look at Sui's chart, man. Sui's chart is nothing but up, right? Nothing but up, nothing but up, nothing but up. Already almost above. It got above his previous all-time high in March, right? So this is definitely not the time you want to be buying into a project. You want to be looking into its ecosystem and it's having a nice little pullback, which I welcome it. Hopefully we come down to the quarter two pivot, $1.58. I don't see that happening unless Bitcoin pulls back, but whatever. We're not here to talk about Sui right now. We're here to talk about Propi. These are the projects, right, that the chart is sad, but this chart has a lot of potential, right? If we get from where we're at right now back to the naked point of control for quarter two, that's 161% to the upside, bro. To the upside. So that is the kind of stuff you want to see, right? That's the kind of thing that's like, okay, there's potential here. There's a risk, obviously. There's no guarantee that we're going to get back there for this project, but unless the project, disappears, it should be able to make its way back up unless they've had some massive inflation in tokens, unless something fundamentally has gone wrong, right, and has changed since the beginning of this year. But if the fundamentals remain the same, the technicals just look down, right? This is definitely the chart that you want to be looking for. And I'm not telling you this to go buy Propi. I'm not currently holding Propi in my portfolio right now. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. A little water break. But like I'm saying, these are the charts that have lots of potential. So, like I said, a move from here to the quarter two naked point of control at $2.50 is 161% move. There's no guarantee that will happen, but these are the type of altcoins you want to be looking for. Obviously, if we keep heading down here, if we keep dropping, we do have a negative point of control for quarter one, down at 57 cents. That is another that is a pullback of 40%. That's a 40% pullback. That is a huge pullback for property overall. I don't expect this to continue dropping like that, dropping a 40% drop. Um, unless something fundamentally has gone wrong with the project and they have some big, really bad news or something like that, right? Or if Bitcoin does have a major pullback of some kind. But like I said, I don't think Bitcoin's heading into any major pullbacks. We could have minor pullbacks entering the first week of November, like we have in the last 3 months. The first week has always kind of been rocky, but overall, uptrend is still good for Bitcoin, right? You can look at the uptrend here since the bottom of October. What was that? Since the bottom of October here, right? We have been in a nice upward trend. Meanwhile, this trend continues and it holds, right? We're creating lower highs, lower lows, I mean higher lows, right? We can go up, come back down, still create a lower high, a higher low, and continue the uptrend intact. So that being said, I'm not too worried about it. I don't expect property to drop another 40%, but anything's possible. That's where the risk management comes in. I'm gonna post a chart to show you, and I think this is gonna give me ICP soul vibes. Let's go, Crypto Pollo. Drop that in the Discord, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So Crypto Pollo is dropping some alpha here in the Discord. So right here, look at Crypto Pollo's chart. We're gonna try to click this and look at this. It's looking like he's got some important alpha here for Reef. I don't know anything about this project. I did see that it had a major run to the upside and then a major pull to the downside. So he's definitely dropping some analysis here. Potentially he's going to break it down as well. So that's the Crypto Citadel. It's an exclusive trading group and community that for myself, for my community members, where we do macro analysis and daily trading charts every single day. So these are all the trading charts we do every single day for daily trades, right? We got macro analysis here for long-term holders that are not traders. We got fundamental analysis in here as well, right? We got some academy videos that I've been dropping lately to show you and explain to you some of my strategies and how things work. But if you guys want to join that, you definitely can. There's a link in the bio. Looks like this. You hit Crypto Citadel. It's gonna take you over here. Page looks like this, and if you type in October, you get 25% off joining. You less than 50 cents a day to get into the Crypto Citadel. You're paying less than 50 cents a day to be in there. All right, let's see. Jamie, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Good afternoon, man. Good to see you. You're the man. Thank you for the review. Where do you consider token unlocks and supply, etc.? So I definitely look. There's a website called. They just rebranded. Now it's called the tokenmist.ai. Used to be called Token Unlock, but it's tokenomist dot AI. You can look them up on X. So let's look them up real quick. Token, yeah, see this right here, Token Mist, previously Token Unlocks. Right, you can go follow them here. Go to their website, tokenomist.ai. They are where I go see token unlocks happening for different projects. So they're pretty good, and it's free. CryptoPro says it's a Polkadot project, but the team are all docs and they are active. So I'm short Reef till that point of control. Okay, I'm shorting Reef till that point of control. Nice. Property looks all unlocked if CoinMarketCap is right. I haven't looked into the fundamentals for Proppy, but I think you're right on that. I think that let's go take a look here. Let's go see if Proppy has. No, they're not currently following that one. So let me take a look here at where the heck is CoinMarketCap? I don't have CoinMarketCap. Jeez Louise. Proppy, where you at, bruh? Let's take a look here. So yeah, circulating supply says is 100 million. Total supply is 100 million. So that is verified data. If assuming this is all correct, then yeah, all their token looks to be circulating on supply, which is good. Which is good, right? Means there's not going to be any inflation. There's not going to be any more major drops of selling pressure or anything like that. Everything is free flowing out there in the market. So they just need some more buying pressure. They need some more real world asset hype in that narrative for it to start getting attention, because that's where all the attention came from Proppy. It came during the real world assets popping off in the altcoin rally. Let's see here. When charts start dropping drastically, what are you talking about? Crypto Pro says, not gonna lie, I'm back holding prop at 125. Yeah, dude, I think prop definitely has potential, bro. If it gets just up to that freaking 150, 250, naked point of control for quarter twos, 160% pump. I'm hitting a pump and running away after. Joanne says, hey, Crusader, can you check BTCB on base? What the heck is BTCB? Is this some type of meme coin or something? BTCB, Bitcoin on base. Is this real? No, it's not. Okay, cool. So it's some type of fake Bitcoin on base here, from what I'm seeing. Let's go over to its website. Your second chance at Bitcoin, the blue Bitcoin, digital scarcity, harnessing blockchain technology, yada. So help facilitate Coinbase mission of onboard the next billion users. What the heck is this? It's a launching base jump pro. So this isn't like Bitcoin being wrapped onto the base network. This is a whole different token, a whole different thing. I'm not a supporter of this. I don't like this project already. I don't like anything that tries to create another Bitcoin. I'll tell you that right now. Now, can this run? Can this pump? Can this do whatever? Yeah, anything's possible, yada, yada, yada. But let me just tell you, every single project out there that has tried to replicate Bitcoin and has tried using the name Bitcoin in its name to replicate and get like, oh, this is the Bitcoin of this is the Bitcoin of whatever, has all failed, right? I've been here since 2017. I've seen this happen many times. We go to Coin Market Cap. We can see a lot of Bitcoins. There's a lot of other fake Bitcoins out there that people have tried to recreate in the past to get some type of hype, and it's never worked out. We have what was it called? We have the Bitcoin Cash, right? We have Bitcoin Cash, which is garbage. We have what else do we have? We had Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. We had Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. Where is that? Yeah, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin, whatever the heck that was, Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin 2, Bitcoin Bam. Like, we got all these freaking fake Bitcoins, right? Bitcoin on base now, right? Well, Bitcoin Docs is something different. This is like an inscription project. Green Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin Vault. None of those have ever worked, and none of those will ever work. Nothing is going to replicate Bitcoin. Don't ever buy something like that thinking, oh, Bitcoin on base. It's like buying Bitcoin at 70 cents before it gets to 100,000, just like the real Bitcoin. It's never going to replicate that. It's never going to do that. So just want you guys to be aware of that. Not that I'm saying that the Bitcoin Blue project can't do something, but I don't see it lasting long. Ray. So Ray is Radium, right? A DEX on Solana. It's been doing very, very well, extremely well. So Radium is up 3.6% today, 36% on the week, 88% on the month. Let's freaking go. 1,398% on the year, baby. Woo! Now that's a freaking move. That's a freaking move. Let's go take a look at the chart here. Let's go take a look at the chart here. for radium. This thing has been running, running. So we're pretty much back at its local highs for earlier this year, right? So this is March. This is March time, right? This was the peak. It came in as high as $3.32. We're currently at $2.96. So we're very, very close into entering price discovery here. Let's do a quick little regression trend from quarter three. Where is July 1st? All the way to the ending of September. So we broke out, right? Look at this regression trend. All of quarter three was a downward trend. We've heavily broken out of this, right? Out of this downward trend for this project. We're starting to move back up here, starting to run and pretty much make close to new all-time highs. This is the local all-time high right now. $3.33. We're currently sitting at $2.96. Now, if we get a fib pool here from the lows of September 6th, I just got it from the September 5th low to about yesterday's height. Coño. Right here. Boom. Gold pocket is back down here at 198. I don't expect us to have such a massive pull down like that. So let's see here. Because a pull down like that is a 36% pullback. That's a really large pullback for this altcoin overall. Let's see, quarter two range. Let's get the quarter two range. April 1st. All the way to the end of June. And we're well above that. Let's get quarter three. Let's get some quarterly pivots here. Quarterly pivot is also lining up with the gold pocket with the 0.618 at 195. Definitely got some targets down here for a retest. If it does decide to have a retest like that, we could definitely get a rejection here at its local high, have a little bit of pullback. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But this is definitely going parabolic since October 11th has been doing nothing but green days. It's had one red day almost since October 11th. One red day, just nothing but to the upside here. Totally agree, because talking from experience, those Bitcoin projects definitely hurt my portfolio. Yeah, dude, they definitely hurt. Definitely. I'm okay with Bitcoin Cash. Hey, hope all is well. What's going on, WP? Appreciate you, brother. That's a brother from the community, the Crypto Citadel. Welcome. Let's see here. Buy Bitcoin on Jamie. Man, do I have a special deal for you. That's right. Anybody can come up with a Bitcoin project that has the word Bitcoin in it, and it's like, this is like buying Bitcoin, but like at 5 cents, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be just like Bitcoin, but better. But better. Let me tell you, bro. There's only one Bitcoin, and it's never gonna get. There ain't gonna be a second one. There ain't gonna be no second Bitcoin anything. Nothing with the name Bitcoin in it do I ever buy. Absolutely not. I see Bitcoin in the name, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out of here. Because it's all Fugazi, bro. It's all Fugazi. Let's go take a look at here at some let's go take a look at Sui here one more time. So Sui is having a little bit of a pullback here, right, which is good. It would be great for a pullback all the way down to the quarter two PIV. That is a total pullback of 14%, which is possible, especially if the first week of November gets kind of rocky. We could definitely see Sui pull back to this. This would be a great a great zone for starting to look for entries for Sui, right? If you have no entries for Sui, I currently don't have an entry for Sui, so I would be interested in Sui at $1.58. my overall real big zones here, right, is this would be the first one, right? This is considering a major pullback, right? Next, first one would be this 14% pullback down to the quarter two pivot at $1.58. Then we have this zone here between the October pivot and the quarter four pivot at $1.35. That'd be an overall 27% pullback. And then obviously the greatest pullback of them all for SUI would be a 40% pullback all the way down to about $1.14, right? That would be a major buying zone for me if we got there. But are we going to see that? Realistically, we might not see something like that. So these are definitely another green zone that I'm putting here as potential buying, right? For dollar cost averaging positions. If we get below the quarter two pivot, we might not even get below the quarter two pivot. Trust me, we might not even get to the quarter two pivot. But if we did, that would be a great pullback. This is definitely an area I would be interested in. And over here, definitely be buying up SUI down here at $1.19. SUI's ecosystem has been growing exponentially. We've been growing very, very fast. As you can see, SUI's total value locked is sitting at 1.2 billion with a B, right? One thing that I have been doing with SUI as well is as SUI is pulling back here, I am more interested in SUI's protocols, right? SUI's not lending platforms, but SUI's ecosystem. That's the word. So SUI Lend is one that I'm looking at. It's a lending platform, right? Anything that has to do with DeFi or DEXs, very interesting to me. So the fact that SUI Lend, it's the second largest on the ecosystem, SUI Lend, right? It was up, it's up 33% the last month. It was definitely rocking and rolling when SUI was rocking and rolling. Cactus is the biggest DEX on SUI. So that's something I'm also interested in. And then Turbo's Finance is another DEX, right? It's another DEX that they have. It's another DEX that they have that I'm interested in as well. And they have a few other projects here that I'm not familiar with. They have a lot of different things happening in their ecosystem, but those are just three projects right there that I'm definitely interested in. Obviously, Scallop Lend is the second largest lending platform and then Navi Protocol is their biggest protocol on the ecosystem overall. So that's definitely a strategy. If you miss out on the layer one solution, like big run, don't freak out. Go to something like DeFi Llama where you can break down and look at its ecosystem, look at the projects and what they're doing. What do those projects do in the first place? Are there DEXs? Are there lending platforms? Are there other protocols? What are they doing? Research those projects and then find the projects in there and get involved with those. Because look, as an example, Cactus, right? Cactus Protocol, which is the DEX for SUI, is only $40 million market cap. Obviously, that's very high risk, right? But that also contains a lot of potential to have a freaking rocket to the upside if SUI does start making start going into price discovery again, right? Instead of trying to rush into SUI and buy SUI on the green days when SUI's pretty much already at new all-time highs, sitting at a $5.1 billion market cap. I understand this is lower risk, right? But you don't want to be chasing green candles either, because if you're chasing the pump, if you're buying in when it's already at $2 plus and you didn't buy anything under $1, right? That's not a great opportunity for returns. So I would look at something like this, like Cactus, right? Like I'm saying, I'm not telling you guys to go buy Cactus, but the risk versus reward management, there's more risk here, but there's also a lot more reward because it doesn't have the $5 billion market cap that SUI has. And as SUI continues to grow, its ecosystem should also continuously grow. So that's just a little food for thought for people out there. Guys, if you guys haven't joined the Crypto Citadel, link is in the bio. If you're if you're on TikTok, the link is in the bio. Go to my profile. If you're on YouTube, the link is pinned in the chat somewhere. It's less than 50 cents a day. You hit here, you're gonna see this. You're gonna see Crypto Citadel. Join in there. It's $19.99 a month, but with the promo code Uptober, you get 25% off right now. We do macro analysis for long-term investors. We do daily trade setups for daily traders, right? Daily trader setups. We do macro analysis for long term investors. We do fundamental analysis. And starting next week here, we do have a special surprise for the members. We're going to be doing exclusive live trading sessions in there all together. And I'm going to be breaking down a lot of stuff on how to not just work with the platforms if you've never been on a trading platform, how to use it, how it works. Also breaking down my strategies, how I use volume profiles, stuff like that. And you can follow along and see how I manage risk on trades. We're not going to win them all, but it's all about making more money when you win and keeping those stop losses tight, how to manage stop losses, all these kind of different things. So you're going to really be able to see through the thought process on getting into trades, and you can follow along and copy some of the trades if you want to as well, to try to make, you know. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Live trading is going to be great. Can't wait. Let's go, Tebow. Let's go. Are you in the Discord, bro? Are you in the Discord? Is your name different in the Discord? I don't. Okay, yeah. Okay, you're in the Discord, but your name is probably different. Okay, cool. Perfect. Just making sure. Just making sure. Appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes. We got 1,800 likes, baby. Let's get 5,000 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get 5,000 likes. Somebody said SPX 69, whatever. This thing? Yeah, buddy. This thing's up 2,000% in a month, 30% in a week. I have no idea what this is. I'm not even gonna take a look at this. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take a look at it. Why not? Why not? Bruh. Look at this chart, guys. Look at this chart. It's just one flat line and then just one massive push to the upside. I don't know anything about this project. I wish you guys the best if you're holding it. Arrow. So one that I did talk about here was ApeCoin. I made a video on ApeCoin here a couple of days ago. You guys can see here, I made ApeCoin dumping 2 days ago, right? I was looking for certain areas to get hit. So let's go take a look and see if those areas did hit. So ApeCoin had a massive rally, right? Just skyrocketed out of nowhere. But guess what, my friends? Guess what? It skyrocketed, right? I told you guys about this. It was going towards the overall golden pocket at $1.90. It got rejected at the 0.5. Came back down into the quarter two range. As you guys can see here, came back down to the quarter two range. And now we zoom in here, what happened? Well, this move from down here to up here created, there's a gold pocket, right, for a pullback at $1.06. We also have the quarter two value area low and the monthly pivot at $1.06. So very strong support there. And guess what? Came right down. I explained it in the video that I was looking for the retest of this golden pocket. Didn't get to $1.06 exactly. It got to $1.07. I was off by a penny. I'm sorry, guys. I failed you. I was off by a penny, but this was a great short opportunity, right? And then now it's had a great bounce all the way back up to $1.30 today, pulling back up, looking like it's going to have having a reversal here and running back up once again. We will see. We will see. Or it might just consolidate inside this quarter two range for a little bit, build some support before breaking back out and continuing to run. Now let's go look also at Aerodrome. Aerodrome is one that I like to look at a lot. It's definitely one that I'm very interested in. I think it's going to do very well. So let's go take a look at Aerodrome. It's been having a nice little pullback. So Aerodrome has come back down to its quarter two point of control here. It's falling below it right now at $1.08. Came in even as low as $1.06. Probably might close up above it. Now, if this area does not hold, and if by some miracle we come down to 97 to 94 cents, this is going to be my next big, large buying area for Aerodrome. I've been buying Aero down in the 50s, 40s, 60s for quite some time now, right? Another 14% pullback down to this into this zone, right? To the bottom of that zone. But if we just go towards the top, it's about 10%, give or take, to hit 97 cents. to a wick. It'll probably be a wick too. It probably won't even be a full on candle because I don't think it's going to break below a dollar. I think a dollar is going to be very strong psychological support there for it. But if it doesn't, if it does go into here, I will be buying more arrow around this area. Very interested in arrow below a dollar. I definitely think it's going to do very, very well. Obviously, there is a lot of resistance here between a dollar 44 and a dollar 38. As you guys can see, we ran into it, and then I told you guys that we were going to experience a pullback, and here is the pullback. And if you guys say, "Well, you never mentioned it," I did. It's right over here in this video that I posted 8 days ago, right? Aerodrome, best time to buy, question mark, crypto price analysis. So you guys definitely want to go check those videos out. I don't post all of those videos on TikTok, so definitely go check them out on YouTube. I'm Blockchain Crusader on YouTube over there. Definitely hit that subscribe over there as well if you haven't already. So I've been letting you guys know what's going on, and obviously been dropping as much alpha as I possibly can into the crypto citadel. So definitely take a look at that. Um, can you check Moonwell? Yes, sir, I will. Tebow says promo code October for Discord. Just realized I'm only subscribed to TikTok. Thanks. Yeah, Tebow. Sorry about that. Didn't know. I sorry to hear that. But yes, subscribing or becoming a subscriber on TikTok doesn't get you into the Discord. You have to go into the link in my bio. Go here, hit this first link, right? Then it's gonna take you here to this sign up page. Type in October, and you get 25% off, 14.99 for your first month, right? Less than 50 cents. And then you enter all your information. And then once you've done that, you're going to have an account here on this website. You're going to have to connect your Discord. So if you don't have a Discord, go make an account on Discord as well. And then once you've paid up and you have a membership here, there's going to be an area where you're going to see Discord connect. You're going to hit that button and it's going to connect your Discord to it. You're going to get direct access to the Discord app. And then in the Discord app, you come over here and you can see all the premium stuff for the Discord. If you have any trouble at all after you signed up, shoot me a DM on TikTok. My DMs are always open. I've helped multiple people if they're having issues. I'll send you the direct links to, if you can't find the link to connect Discord to that website, I'll help you out. So if you sign up and you have any issues, definitely shoot me a DM. Let's see, where was I? How do you feel about Caspa today? Let's go take a look at Caspa. So I am a holder of Caspa. I do think Caspa is going to do pretty well. Caspa has been getting a lot of traction with meme coins lately. As you guys can see here, as I was typing in Caspa, two of them literally came up, Casper and Caspi, right? They just launched their meme coins on Caspa. So Caspa's getting a lot of transactions now due to meme coins being built on it. They still don't have a DEX. So their ecosystem is still building out. I think Caspa does have a bright future ahead of itself. The things that are holding it back right now. I think Caspa can get close to $1, maybe even over $1. But the things that have been holding up Caspa is two things. One, it has no tier one listings, has no marketing, right? Has no tier one listings. It's got MEXC, it's got BitGet, right? It's got BingX, it's got KuCoin, Bybit, CoinW, but it doesn't have like a Coinbase. It doesn't have Binance. It doesn't have like a Kraken or a freaking whatever other tier ones are out there. Right? It doesn't have any of those. Two, the miners. The miners of Caspa that have been mining for the past year were extremely profitable on Caspa, right? Caspa mining was making like $40, $30, $50 a day, one miner in profit. That's after bills have been paid per day. So they were making a lot of money on Caspa, and they've been hoarding a lot of Caspa. And as things get difficult now, the difficulty has gotten really high. It's been a lot less profitable as there hasn't really been any transactions going on. And as the difficulty went higher, because a lot more miners came online, right, the profitability has dropped a lot. This has caused, in my personal opinion, right, my little, I'm not fudding Casper because I'm a holder. I think Casper's going to do well. But I definitely think what's been suppressing the price are miners selling. They have a lot of Caspa in their bags, and they can dump a lot of Caspa onto the market. And they're the way that Caspa has its own little like having events are too fast, and I believe too much circulation of Caspa came on the market too fast through the miners. They mined it way too fast, and I think that's also um, not helped its price yet, just yet. But overall, I do think Caspa is going to do well. Clay the Great in the house. Good to see you, brother. It's been a while. Um, those subnets are scaling game changer. Can you use your own token? Can use your own token as the burn mechanism. Gonna change crypto for sure. I expect more projects to build their chains as subnets. Um, oh, there's Crypto Pollo, and are talking about we're talking about AVAX. Yo, hit me up on Discord. I want to do a YouTube with you on AVAX on the Billy Goattails show. Yeah, dude, let's do that, Crypto Pollo. Oh, he's talking about Clinigrade. Sorry, I invited myself. What do you think about Bork on ETH? What the heck is Bork? Bork on ETH. Another meme coin. Seems like it ain't doing too great. Came out 3 days ago. Nice little pump. Nice little dump. So we'll see if it's still here in a week. I don't know anything about that project. Let's see here. Yeah, AVAX. I'm a very big believer of AVAX. It's been doing great with the subnet technology. Their game off the grid that was built on the AVAX, right? It's out on consoles, it's out on PC, it's being played by some of the biggest gamer streamers out there, and it's been going fantastic, right? It's been going fantastic for them, and it's just displaying the technology of AVAX, right? Actually, crypto gaming on actually working, and those people that are playing don't even know that they're playing a crypto game. Do you think Moon will do more than a 2x? Oh, that's right, Moonwell. Somebody mentioned that earlier. So Moonwell is one that I'm definitely keeping an eye up 21% today again. Jeez Louise. When is this thing gonna give me a pullback, bro? Dang. This thing does nothing but pump. I don't understand. I don't understand. So this thing is up 21% today, 35% in the week, 158% in the month. Jeez. What is this thing doing? Give me a pullback, bro. Give me a pullback. Gosh. I thought this really was going to be the pullback here, man. I thought this was going to be the pullback here, but I guess I was wrong. This thing's been ripping, right? This thing's been ripping. The thing that I like about Moonwell is Moonwell, obviously, it's a mid to low cap project, 224, right? It's not a micro cap, but it's a lower capper, right? Project. It's been doing fantastic, but I don't want to chase the pump, right? That's the thing. I don't want to buy into 21%, 35, 158% pumps. So it's okay if I missed it. I missed it. It's okay. It's all right. But overall, Moonwell is a DeFi project, right? It is a lending platform for the Moon blockchain, Moonbeam, I think it is, or whatever it was. So Moonwell, see, lending made simple. So let's go take a look here. I'm very bullish on things that have to do with lending and DeFi. It's very, very lucrative, and a lot of people don't pay attention to it as a narrative. Uh, Moon Whale. As you can see here, its TVL has been increasing very drastically here in the last couple of months, and within this month alone, it's been increasing like crazy. Oh, that's right. But it's Moonbeam, Moon River. I think it's Moonbeam. So see, Moonbeam is the layer one, right? It's the layer one solution, right? Moonbeam isn't doing that great itself in TVL, right? And anything. It hasn't really been doing anything drastic. But Moonwell, which is the number one lending platform on Moonbeam, is doing freaking fantastic, right? It's running really, really hard. Its number one DEX is Stella Swap. That's what I'm telling you. Always looking into Look into ecosystem projects because those are the gems that people don't really know. So Moonwell has been definitely one of those gems. It's definitely been doing extremely well. Can it go higher? Absolutely. Market cap it has fantastic amount of room to run, but you would also want to see things like Moonbeam also do well, also continue to grow, have more TVL being going into Moonbeam itself, and that will translate to even better for Moonwell. I honestly don't really know why Moonwell is running so hard compared to Moonbeam. Let's look at Moonbeam. Moonbeam is not doing well at all. I gotta take a closer look into that. Why is that happening? We are so red today. Yeah, man, don't you love it? Don't you love the red days? Those are the best days to buy. You don't want to buy on the green days. You want to buy on the red days, buddy. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin's price action here real quick. Let's jump here just jump down to the 15-minute. Where's my macro stuff? Turn off the macro. Turn on the daily. Let's go take a look here. What's happening with Bitcoin? Let's go, baby. Bitcoin's having a little pullback here. Front ran the previous day high, running it back down, pulling down. Oh man, I'm waiting for another freaking pullback on Bitcoin because I want to get back into a long with Bitcoin. So if you guys can see, I'm going to actually be posting something into the Discord right now. So I took a little trade here the other day. I actually forgot to post about it, but here it is. I'll show you guys. Posting the results on the Discord so you guys can see it. So here in the Discord chat, right? Back on the 24th, closed my trade up at 67,400. I went long at 65.8, right? So and I got 51% back, made $1,200 to $1,268 within what 12 hours or something like that. It was from one day to the next. So I'll run it through. I'll run through that thought process with you guys on that trade. So this is what happened here, right? So on that trade, let me open up the regression trend. Let me come down to the 15-minute. So this was the day, right? Bitcoin got rejected from the Monday low, came down all the way to 65.2. I went long at 65.8 because 65.8 was a daily naked point of control that I had targeted. My boy CVO hit me up and he was like, "Bro, I'm going mega long, dude. Go for it." And I was like, "All right, bro, let's do it." So we went long, right? We had a bit of a dip to the downside, got rocky there for quite a bit, for a little bit, a couple of hours, and then it started moving back up, skyrocketed, and it's been running like crazy. I missed the entire run all the way up to 68.8, right? I got out at what was it, 67.4. So right now, I got out at 67.4. Right now, we're at 67.7. I am waiting for a little bit of a pullback. If we can get a pullback to the Monday low here, 66.8 or so, be great to get another re-entry for the long for Bitcoin before we start rocketing back up to 70,000. And those are the kind of things that we do in the Crypto Citadel. So definitely, if you guys aren't already signed up, definitely go do so. Like I said, link is in the bio. Promo code is Uptober, 15%, 25% off, less than 50 cents a day to be in there. Know anything about Mint Layer? Mint Layer was one that I was following earlier this year, but that's really like falling off my radar. I haven't kept up with Mint Layer at all. Moonbeam price prediction 2025. I gotta definitely do some research for that one. Do you think Arrow is going to 97 cents? Well, that's definitely my big load up zone for render. I mean, for Arrow is 97 cents, between 97 and 94, below that dollar mark. It's definitely going to be a big buying zone for me, as I talked about it here in my chart right here for Arrow. You guys can see if we get into this green zone, which is 97, 98, would be definitely a huge buying zone for me. $1 could definitely hold. We could wick into 97, 94. It's probably going to be a difficult area to get. But if we don't wick into it and we get a solid a solid red candle through it, um, I'll definitely be a buyer of Arrow there. Arrow is a DeFi play on Base network. Base is a huge network, right? Has a lot of potential for growth. And I think Arrow is definitely one of those players that's going to do very, very well. As you can see, it's one of the few altcoins that have done extremely well into this Bitcoin rally, right? It's been following Bitcoin's rally very, very hard and pumping extremely hard. To do price predictions for Moonbeam and stuff like that, you gotta look at things like token inflation. You gotta look at market dominance, the sector that it's in, right? What is it competing against? It takes quite a bit. So I have done a lot of price prediction videos in the past. I wouldn't say too many, but I've done quite a few of them. So right now, these are all like short term things. These videos are all for like local levels, right? But earlier this year, the last one I did was 3 months ago with Ton. Um, a Ton price prediction, a long term price prediction for Ton. I did one for Polkadot. I did one for Uniswap, Sui, Superverse. I did one for VeChain, Ondo, Pando. These were back six months ago. I did one for Stacks, Bitcoin. 7 months ago, I did one for Pith. Did one for Fetch AI. Did one for Render. Did one for Caspa, Illuvium, LCX. Maybe one or two other ones out there. So I have done some price prediction videos, but they do take some time to produce, to try to produce a conservative, realistic price prediction, right? I can sit here right now and just throw a random number off my head. Oh, there's so much hype behind this project. It's so fantastic. It's freaking great. Yada yada. It's gonna go $50, guys. $50. And like it absolutely $50 probably makes absolutely no sense. Filecoin doing anything? I don't think it's doing anything. I've never been a supporter of Filecoin. It's not even up 0.5%. It's down 0.5% on the year. I've never been a supporter of Filecoin. Never bought this thing. Never really been about it. Lots of people have been about this project for a very long time. I don't see anything interesting about this project. So it's not even on my radar. I don't even do charts on it. Nothing. Then said, I think he said maybe a wick. Yeah, it could be a wick, right? Because a dollar could be a very strong support area. So we could have wicked down to 97 and then jump right back up. But we don't know. We don't know until we get there. The closer we get, the more I'll keep an eye on it for sure. When alt season, my boy. All right, I'll break it down to you right now. Everybody wants to know when alt season is. The next major alt season is gonna be when Bitcoin breaks 73,000. When Bitcoin breaks $73,000, which is the all-time high for Bitcoin. Where's my Bitcoin chart? When Bitcoin breaks its all-time high of 73,000, turn off this regression trend, turn on my macro. Let's jump out to the daily. All right. When Bitcoin gets back above this 2024 all-time high up here of $73,951, once Bitcoin does that, when Bitcoin finally rockets up here, right? That's going to be altcoin season. When you see Bitcoin approaching 70,000 and starts breaking above 73.9, and everybody starts going, oh my God, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. Let's freaking go. That is commence altcoin pumpage. Altcoins are going to get wild. Now, when is that going to happen? I believe that's going to happen within the next 2 months. I believe that's going to be happening here very soon, a lot sooner than we think. I definitely think between another interest rate cut and the results for the big race that is happening here in the States in the first week of November, I think those two events are the catalyst fuel that we need for Bitcoin to skyrocket past 73,900, right? And just boom, just rocket off into new all-time highs. And that is going to mark the major rally, right? Because if we look at the data, I keep pointing back over here, right? Q4 data returns 80%, 80% average. If we get anywhere near that, that is well over $100,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. We have 2 months left, right? October ends in a week. Next Friday, October's over. Next Friday is November 1st. So we have November and December. We have 60 days. We have 60 days, right? 67 days, 66 days before the year ends. And that is going to be when altcoins are going to be running. In the next 66 days, we're going to see Bitcoin, at some point, Bitcoin cross that 74,000, run towards new all-time highs, go bananas, and the altcoins are going to get wild. Table says, yo, I'm in. I joined the Crypto Citadel. Let's freaking go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Let's freaking go. Get in there, baby. Let's make it. Appreciate you joining in there, my friend. Make sure you connect your membership account to your Discord account so you can get into the actual Discord itself. If you have any issues, shoot me a DM, Tebow. Do not hold back. Do not waste time. Shoot me a DM. Guys, I'm going to be signing off here. I appreciate every single one of you guys joining today with me in this show. We're going to be doing this almost every single day. Definitely see you guys in the Crypto Citadel. I'm going to be dropping some more charts for you guys there today. Until next time, I'm Blockchain Crusader, Crusading through these blockchains. I'll see you guys in the Crypto Citadel. See ya.